Micron earnings are out, and they have been a positive catalyst not only for the stock, but also the rest of the market, especially where AI is concerned. You need to be checking out the levels that I have for you in this video on a technical basis. So putting up a Micron here, what exactly happened as a result of those earnings as we take a look at the charts for this? Well, as we take a look, we actually came up and touched the 38.2, got rejected so far, but you can see the price levels that I have to the upside, which I've also shared over at my Discord. You guys can check that out if you need to. I commented that we could potentially see if the 38.2 breaks up to the 50 or the 61.8 Fibonacci levels, which offers a significant upside from where we're at right now. If a rally like this one can continue, it is possible that we fall back to support levels, and that could create some near-term buying opportunities with those trades. These are my own ideas, by the way. I never tell you what to buy or sell. So moving on from there, let's look at the SPY. This is the hourly chart that we're looking at. And if I change my view a little bit, you can see these candles just up here above this trend line. This is a bullish thing to see this up here. We have resistance at 577 up above. Right now we're about 574 up above that. Is a very important resistance level at about 581.38. So you want to be looking at those two levels for the SPY. If we stay up above this trend line, if we fall back down, we have 571, and down below that's 564. But be watching these upper two areas of resistance that I have. They are going to be probably pretty darn important to us today. Moving over to the Qs, check this out. So when we look at QQQ tracking the NASDAQ 100, rejection, kind of climbing up, kind of pushing higher, not really gaining a whole lot of ground until Micron earnings are announced. And then check out what we got. We got a little bit of upward movement in the post-market, but with the pre-market this morning, finally pushing us up solidly through that resistance. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and call that green for support now that it's there. And we are even up above what I had right here for the 591. We have room up to 502 is actually a really important rejection for us, a really important area of resistance, or I should say resistance level that we should absolutely be watching. That's significantly up from where we're at right now. That could be another approximately 2% from where we're currently trading in the pre-market hours. If we tumble back down through this resistance level, like if that holds as, or if we get rejected, I should say, because resistance does not hold as support, then we can check out the support levels that I have down through here, 485. What was previously support for us at about 480, then 474. But this could be the next thing that gives us a little bit more momentum over the next, let me see, today's Thursday, so another week or so of trading, and another 2% there. Not so bad for us. Again, non-farm payrolls and unemployment coming up on Friday next week. We got to be on the watch for that one. But Micron earnings have been huge for the market so far. What has it done for IWM? Well, these are the Russell 2000 stocks in the pre-market hours. 219.51. Well, where did we close yesterday? We closed at 217.69. And if we drop down to an hourly basis on that to see where that puts us, you can see that we have a strong move up into this area up here, which we've kind of fell out of that support, but now we're right back into it. I'm not going to change that color yet. We can move up to that 222 at the top of this. Honestly, I think what we see that's good for SPY and QQQ is also going to be good for IWM for the Russell 2000 stocks. Watch for 224 to 225 come out of this if we get that strong move up along with SPY and QQQ. Now for NVIDIA, this one's absolutely huge. For NVIDIA, there we go. Check out where we're at the top of this trend line. Let me actually go back out to a daily basis, a daily chart that we're looking at. And you can see the trend line that we have coming down along here for the consolidation pattern. And in the pre-market hours, we are threatening to break out of the top of that as we see this climb happen, if we're able to punch through that at about 125. Well, what does that look like? So let me move that and slide this down here. We actually have 130 to 131 at least coming out of that, potentially higher if the strength can stay in the markets. We also have 136 and 140 to look at to the upside if we can keep on pushing through those resistances to the upside. So watch for that trend line to break. Watch for that push above 125. Watch for it to go to 131 today. I think that we could see it. Tesla also exploding on such good news. The resistance that I have on this one is up at 263. So we have a little bit more upside from where we're at right now, about another % or so up from where it's at in the pre-market hours. We got about 268-ish to the top of this resistance with some pretty massive opportunities for rejection in between there as well. And I think that, as I said before, we could possibly see a build in Tesla stock price leading up to the full self-driving Robotaxi Day on October the 10th, and Micron certainly helped out that move so far. We can see the positivity in the markets, and Bitcoin is even being impacted by this as well, pushing us back up over the 200-day after we got a significant rejection to close out yesterday. Today, we're pushed back up over this. Now, if we can stay up over the 200-day, up over this resistance, and finally have it solidly as support, which so far we haven't had it solidly as support, we can have that move up to close to 68,000, 67.7. We can call that. You guys can see the actual number on the screen there. So this has been a very good thing for the markets. I think that there's going to be a fair amount of green to go besides not only the pre-market hours, but also the regular trading hours today. I think it's going to be a good move. If you guys want to see my technicals before they hit YouTube, you can see them at the Discord. If you want to see my buys and sells, they are also available at the Discord. You can access that through the link for the Patreon down in the description. If you guys want to learn to do technical analysis like I do and empower your portfolio through technical analysis trading, I have a link for Stockmo Academy, which teaches about the different aspects of technical analysis and includes a technical analysis trading strategy that Stockmo refers to as the bread recipe. It's one that I use myself. It's based a lot on momentum trading and finding when stocks are about to move and capitalizing on that movement up or down, you name it. The bread recipe, it's there, quick, easy to set up. The course walks you through it, tells you how to do it, and a lot of people are putting out the testimonials saying that they're covering the cost of that course in as little as one trade, and it's a very positive community. There's a Discord that goes with the course itself. You guys can check that out, and you can get it all cheaper by using the code word DOCTOR, D-O-C-T-O-R. The link for Stockmo Academy with its bread recipe is down in the description. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I am Dr. Stock, Doctor of Education. Remember, my friends, that learning is earning, and we'll see you in the next video.